Being in India would have been a tougher thing at this point. I am my issue. My problem is Sonu Nigam. This Sonu existed then, I wouldn't have been here. I'm not the same. That Sonu died a long time back. When you detached, you become fearless after somebody has passed away. It is better to correct the functioning of a particular industry beforehand. Prevention is better than cure.
Hello and welcome to this exclusive interview for India News. I'm Karthik Singh and today we are going to be joined by Mr. Sonu Nigam. I don't think he needs any introduction. One of the most versatile singers in the Indian music industry and also known in India as the Lord of Gods. Today we will be exploring with him the topics related to his personal life, his upcoming projects, and two recent videos which he uploaded on YouTube which sparked controversy. Hope you enjoy the interview.
Thank you very much, Karthik. आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
सोनू भाई मैं आपसे पहले पूछूं कि एक तो ये कोविड-19 पेंडेमिक जो पूरी दुनिया में अभी छाया हुआ है और आई आल्सो हर्ड दैट यू हैव बीन स्टक इन दुबई फॉर अ व्हाइल. तो सर कैसा आपका टाइम जा रहा है और कैसे आप कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम कर रहे हैं या
I'm not stuck in Dubai. It was my choice to be in Dubai because we have a house in Dubai. My son studies in Dubai.
ऑलराइट.
So my house is like in 10 days we'll be moving into our place. Right now I'm staying with my brother over here, and Dubai is my son has been studying here since January. So before anybody knew about Corona, so I'm actually glad that we chose to be in Dubai. I always feel that when you surrender, when you trust the will of God, then all the good things happen to you. I never knew that, the decision that my wife and my son were taking coming to Dubai, and they were insisting that, we have a house over here. And then he wanted to study in a school in Dubai. So we got him admitted to the Swiss International School. And I'm really happy that we did that because being in India would have been a tougher thing at this point. And we are in Dubai. Dubai is opened up. We're going to restaurants. We're working from here. And it's much easier, thankfully, over here. So we're having a really good time in Dubai.
And since I know that your brother also lives in Dubai, so perhaps it's a good family reunion for you.
Actually, my brother is right now in London because he has a mansion over here. He
All
keeps
right.
traveling. So, his
Oh.
family they were here for a month in June,
Mhm.
and then left back for London. So we all by ourselves, and we're having a good time. Me, my wife, and my wife's sister, and my son. We do a lot of things over here. We sit in the we watch movies. There's enough time to work out, to practice music, to share good things in life, to eat good food, and pray and thank God for every good things in life.
That's exactly what you need. I mean, given the profession you are in, you do need sort of time to be involved with these things, to spend time with family and all. Sonu bhai, we know that these times are not very good as far as we as an industry are concerned, as a country are concerned. Surely the COVID-19 pandemic has affected everybody. We have heard about a lot of deaths happening in India, and also industry. We lost some of our legends. I'm talking about the Bollywood industry. So what do you have to say about it? How can we boost their morale? Maybe through music, or how can you sort of put
See,
your
the thing, I
solution?
truly believe that no time is bad generally. It's all in your mind. I feel, of course, there is hardly any work at this point. We are not doing concerts. Obviously, my team is sitting at home. There is no inflow of income. I understand that completely. But I also know that this won't last forever. It's going to change. Nothing lasts forever. We must. I decided to make the most of this time. Sitting at home, I got uh, the golden opportunity to be with my son and to spend so much time with him. Although I have, taken him, for my tours and travels in the past also, but this is a dedicated union time between me and my son, and I'm thankful to God that I got this opportunity. I understand people who are daily workers, who daily wage earners must have had a very, very tough time and are still having a very tough time. My heart goes out to them. Uh, but I understand that, for me, instead of dwelling into negativity and complaining about these times, I'm trying to, not even trying, it just comes so naturally. to me. Gratitude comes very naturally to me, and I'm very thankful to God that I'm spending this time with my family, with my son especially. And when things get better, uh, when things open up, obviously we'll get back to our same
And may I
routine.
ask you, what's your son doing in Dubai? What is he studying?
He's in grade seventh at this point.
All right.
He's
Okay.
he was doing his
Pretty good.
e-schooling
Mhm.
up till now because from the time when the lockdown started in Dubai, the schools shut, so he stopped going to school. But they were doing the e-schooling, all the kids, and now since last 2 weeks they have vacations now, so we're having a gala time together.
All right. So anyway, we know this amazing thing about you that you never sit idle. I mean, you are sort of working on one thing or another. So, what are some of your upcoming projects which will amaze us?
Actually, not really. I'm not the same Sonu anymore. I like to sit idle. I'm not the same. So that Sonu died a long time back. I enjoy sitting alone. I enjoy spending time, other than work. The work is not my whole and soul aim of my life anymore. I feel life is uh, much more immense, enormous, and bigger than just the concept of work and trying to achieve something or trying to prove a point. So yes, I'm sitting in my studio right now. So you can see my microphone. This is a microphone
Yes,
where I record my stuff in. And since this is the only desktop I have, so I thought I'll sit over here and then talk to you. So this is the place where I work. I record my songs from here and send it to India. We've done a lot of work sitting over here in Dubai itself. We did a lot of work for Prime Minister's Care Fund.
okay.
We did got a lot of charity done, fundraising done for PMC, and send lots of songs from here. Lots of at this time people want to show the unity and bonding, and that's why we've been doing 18 singers one song, or probably this is a song that we did for Indian Singers Writers Association. We had 214 singers in one song,
Mm.
and we did a song for the musicians fraternity. We did a song on Mother with Raju Singh as the composer. We did so many good things. I'm just in the process of doing a Hanuman Chalisa. At this point, people are waiting for it. I've just done a song which is going to be releasing soon for a composer from UK called Sahaj. I just did a song for the migrant workers 2 days back, 3 days back, for this actor called Jagat. So a lot of work is happening, and more than that, instead of reveling on my work and everything, I'm really okay to sit idle also, and I've been sitting and enjoying my own personal time over here also.
I'll come to that enjoyment in a while. Uh, the thing is that you're such a versatile personality, and you just explained that. I mean, you have worked on Hanuman Chalisa, you have been doing something for the migrant workers, and I think there is no major Indian language left in which you haven't sung.
Okay.
There's no film industry or the music industry for that matter you have worked on. You have also sung songs on Islam and those kind of spiritual things you have done. And
Hums, Man Kapats, I've done a lot.
yeah, and Kannada, Malayalam, and Punjabi also. So I want to ask you, what is left for Sonu Nigam now? What is that thing we haven't seen, which I doubt is left as far as India and its diversity and those kind of
I used
things.
I used to think I used to think of life like that earlier. What is left for me and next? I truly feel that the universe is very it never ends. It's infinite, and what you can do is limitless. So instead of creating or keeping goals for myself, or making targets for myself, I generally take one day at a time. So last year, I did a beautiful English single with this singer from Poland, Natalia Les. I never, that was not my goal. That was not my aim. Through some contacts came, and then she approached me, and she sent me a beautiful song. She came to see my concert in London, and then we did this song. The song has been appreciated like crazy, and it's an English song. So I feel when you are just going by the flow, life gets easier. So I cannot tell you what is next for me, because that only the universe knows.
Zanubhai, that's the thing. And while I was driving here to my office for today's interview, I was listening to your interview on the Komal Nahata show, uh,
Oh,
where you said that. Subhash Ghai, once he visited to your house, and he said that you are one amongst those faces in Bollywood
Mhm.
in the last 30 years he has seen, which has,
40 years. 40 years, he said.
yes, indeed, yes. So, which have maintained smiles on the lips. So,
वो
yeah, I
उसने
think,
एग्जैक्टली ये कहा था. What he said was, यार 40 साल में मैंने इतनी सुखी आंखें किसी की नहीं देखी. He said ये बहुत सुखी आंखें हैं, such happy, content soul. तो मुझे
और
I it's a
और
great
मोर सो
compliment.
वो ऐसे टाइम पे जब हम न्यूज़ सुन रहे हैं बॉलीवुड के बारे में कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ है, और खास करके जो न्यू कमर्स हैं उनको एक बहुत ज़्यादा लाइक ओवर वर्किंग प्रेशर है, और इस तरह की चीज़ें, तो मेरे को लगता है कि यू आर सेटिंग गुड एग्जांपल फॉर एवरीबॉडी टू सॉर्ट ऑफ
No,
हैव.
thank you for the compliment, but I always feel that people who say that I'm setting an example, there's a lot of ego in that. I would say I am my issue. My problem is Sonu Nigam. My attention should be, my concern should be only Sonu Nigam. What I was 15 years back, as I said, as I told you earlier, that Sonu has died. This is a Sonu that is very like absolutely not like the Sonu that came to Bombay to become a singer when he was in Delhi. And at that time, that Sonu was important. If this Sonu existed then, I wouldn't have been here. So at that point, the soldier was important. I That soldier, that fighter, that person who was passionate about doing the best and becoming the best, and that was important at that point. But once you reach a certain point in your life, such a stage in your life, you cannot behave in the same insecure way as you behaved when you came to
Exactly,
become.
exactly.
You have to calm down. You have to gravitate towards something bigger, something more purposeful in life. And the purposeful thing is not just about doing favors in the world. मैं तो charity करता हूँ, मैं ये करता हूँ.
Mhm.
Charity हम अपने लिए करते हैं. Sorry, when we do charity for people, we want to just look good in our own eyes or in people's eyes. I have to first take care of my own existential identity. Who am I? And I really, I did a decent job with myself, and I feel that I am in the industry. I work, I do concerts like crazy, and perhaps 10 times more passionate as an artist on stage than I was when I in the 90s or in 2000s probably.
Okay. Yeah.
I understand, I've done all that, but i am I'm still out of this industry. I don't dwell in this industry. I don't dwell in this mindset that I had earlier. कौन सा award next? इस फिल्म में मेरा गाना क्यों नहीं है? ये नहीं because it was important at that point. Now, what is important is to grow older with grace, with dignity, with peace in my life. And if I generate peace, my family would be happier, my friends would be happier. I have a very good set of people around me who keep me grounded, and they're nice people themselves. They also motivate me to be a better person, especially my son. My son is a big motivator. He's a very good soul, and I respect him. I don't treat him like my son. I treat him like my
And the good thing is that you let him be what he is and what he wants to
yes.
become, rather than sort of uh,
Yeah, I do.
uh,
I feel
him
that
with your dreams and aspirations. And
you have done a good research on me.
so anyway, I've been a very big fan of yours, to be honest. So I
Thank
always
you.
keep up with what's happening with your life. And so anyway,
Thank you.
everybody who knows you would say that you are such a kind and humble personality. Yet you are very vocal about the issues which are critical to all of us. One such example is what we saw recently when you took to YouTube to express your discontent over what's happening in the music industry and Bollywood. These mafias which are going on, which block the talent from coming in and sort of have uh, that groups and promote nepotism and favoritism and unethical conduct. Uh, is it so bad that you had to sort of go vocal about it publicly?
See, I would not like to uh, talk about this thing in detail because I've already said, and a
Yes.
lot has been pretty.
Yeah.
Uh, People have shown a lot of respect for what I said and everything. I just like to uh, briefly tell you, mine was not a discontent; it was a request, and just to put some light, shed some light on The fact that instead of showing remorse after somebody has passed away, it is better to correct the functioning of a particular industry beforehand. Prevention is better than cure. So for me, it was important to let people know that although there is no nepotism in music, there is immense campism, immense campism. And only the people who are in those camps will justify the campism. Otherwise, 99% of the people will not be able to come in the forefront because they still are afraid of the camps. But they will, 99% of the people will agree to what I said, and they are utterly thankful to me. You have no clue how many blessings I've received from my seniors, how many thank yous I've received from my juniors. Obviously, I do not expect them to come in the forefront because they don't want to, they can't put their careers at stake. But in my case, I've learned one thing: when you're detached, you become fearless. You're only scared when you're too attached to yourself, to your life, to your. I am detached from my own self, and I lead a very happy life, and that is what makes me fearless. There's so much trust in the universe. I know that there is a bigger power that outshines every seemingly powerful person or mafia company in this world, and my trust is on that, and I know that if I'm doing the right thing, I should not be scared of the consequences.
Definitely, Sonubhai, and this is not a very healthy kind of trend we are seeing. Uh, and I think anywhere, if nepotism comes and people don't come up on based on their talents, I don't think that industry can thrive. That country can survive, or that world can thrive.
Everything changes.
Australia.
This shall change.
I live here in Australia, and I've seen Australia only has got the population of 24 million people, but they've got one of the best cricketing team in the history of the world. The thing is because they have got that system wherein the talent comes up, and we need that to happen. And so, what role do you think media can play in informing people about such trends and sensitizing people? What role do you expect
Uh,
from us?
I don't know. I feel just being just is important. Simply be just. When you see something right happening, empower it. When you see talent, empower them. When you see someone who is coming up without any godfather, or for instance, uh, I got a lot of support from every part, every because the media is also controlled by the mafia. You see, it's understandable. They can't take a direct panga with the mafia. But I felt that something inside them got shuddered with my words, with my revelations. So I feel if they can just, the media can just have the correct ethics, and you know because we all are answerable to one supreme power. So if we always do what is politically correct, then I don't think we're doing our jobs honestly.
Certainly, Shonu bhai. And I'll end this topic on this note. मेरा एक सवाल था, ये मेरा पर्सनली सवाल है, और ये आई थिंक बड़ा ज़रूरी भी है. सोनू भाई, आपको हमने देखा है एक्टिंग करते हुए. जानी दुश्मन में मैं जब छोटा था तो मैंने आपको सनी देओल का छोटा भाई के किरदार निभाते हुए देखा था. तो हम आपको देखने वाले हैं कभी एक्टिंग करते हुए एनी टाइम सून? डू यू हैव एनी?
आपने I don't think आपने मेरी भी शॉर्ट फिल्म जो आई थी स्पॉटलेस, डिड यू सी दैट?
I haven't seen that, to be honest, but I'll definitely see that.
काफी हल्ला मचा उससे, thankfully.
और
It got awards in short film festivals, and then we released it just last 20 days back. We released it, I think. Huh? It's got a lot of love from people. So the thing is, when I acted in movies 19 years back, I didn't have any clue of the industry, whom to work with. whom not to work with. I didn't know that a project can look so uh, attractive
Mhm.
at the stage of narration, but can take a completely different shape or form after completion. So I learned my lesson in the first two films that I did, and then I never ever allowed anyone to take me for granted. And I never. The good thing that I learned after doing those films was to say no. I didn't know how to say no. I was too young, and I was too, affectionate to people. I was too. I didn't. I was too hesitant to say no to stalwarts. If somebody senior to me is approached to a film, I would people say, "Sir, nahi karni aapki film." People were telling me, mat kar ye film hai, but I could not say no to them. But then after seeing the consequences, because Love in Nepal is the only film that people have loved, and that film did not see the light of day because by then two very ordinary films had released. So I understood that sometimes a great project like Love in Nepal would not see the light of day because of your prior releases. So might as well keep the image, keep the brand safe and secured, and don't let people see you in a bad light. In bad light when you part of a bad project, all your hard work goes down the drain. And with spot just like it's spotless, everything became shining once again. People are, if you see the comment section, I was really emotional when I saw the comment section of spotless, and people were full of praise just for an 8-minute film, and people loved it so much. So if I do anything in the future, as I said, I don't plan. If something good comes my way, I think I'm a much more mature person internally from what I was when I acted earlier in the films. So probably it'll be a different Sonu when I do movies again.
Sure, Sonubhai. On that note, we'll finish this interview. Always
Thank you so much.
pleasure talking to you, Sonubhai. And
Same here.
we'll talk again soon. And
Hopefully,
please
very
stay
soon.
safe and stay
Thank
blessed.
you.
We love you,
Thank, thank you lots of.
Sonubhai.
Thank you.
Thank you.